across the west. All right, scattered storms. Minneapolis, Chicago, Atlanta Thursday. Same story on Friday. Showers moving on into Philadelphia and Hartford by Friday, and up through New York City by Saturday, and then, yes, the same areas as the front slides slowly to the east by Sunday. Vivian has a look at some of those radars next.
Century 21 means success. It means results.
Why should you call 1-800-4-HOUSES?
There is no other name in real estate that is as powerful as Century 21.
You name it, just about. We have an office there.
Century 21, rated #1.
Discover the power of #1. Call your local Century 21 office today. Consult your local white pages for other Century 21 offices.
One special face is the Lee Island Coast, because it's the face of Florida's Florida. Everything Florida is, everything Florida was. See Florida's Florida. For free vacation guides to the Lee Island Coast and the state of Florida, plus your summer vacation value package, call 1-800-533-4753, extension 7.
For free vacationer's guide, call 1-800-533-4753, extension 7.
And this morning's weather is sponsored by the Lee County Visitor and Convention Bureau and the Florida Division of Tourism. Okay, we do have scattered showers and storms just about everywhere. Radar is very active this morning across the plains from Texas to the Dakotas, and we have scattered showers over Tennessee, northern Mississippi, even some thunderstorms pushing through northern Georgia at this hour. Let's take you on a quick radar tour. We'll zoom in on a few areas a little bit closer and put on some three-letter identifiers. This is Nebraska, Iowa, Missouri, and southeast Kansas, or northeast Kansas. We've had some pretty heavy rain pushing through the region, but it looks as they move off to the east. They are weakening in aerial coverage and overall intensity, it seems, from Sioux Falls, South Dakota to Sioux City, Iowa, and Omaha here, still reporting showers. Southwest Iowa, we have a flood watch in effect, so any additional moisture will just make for some perhaps flooding problems. Ground's already saturated in that area. Southeast Kansas now, from Wichita to Chanute and even around Joplin, Missouri. Big thunderstorms pushing through Tulsa, Oklahoma this morning and stretching down to Ardmore. These are moving off to the east, and perhaps a chance for some scattered showers in central Missouri later this afternoon. A little farther south now, Texas into the heart of Texas, central parts of the Lone Star State. We have thunder showers developing near Abilene and San Angelo, even Mineral Wells. Dallas, the Fort Worth area, still reporting some scattered showers in the vicinity, and this is the area that we had some locally heavy rains just a couple of days ago. As much as 5 to 7 inches were reported in some of the surrounding counties of the downtown area. That very same disturbance that brought all the locally heavy rains in northeast Texas a couple of days ago brought heavy rain in southern Arkansas and northern Louisiana yesterday. It is moving off to the east this morning, and we have locally heavy rains over northern Mississippi, and this upper air disturbance will scatter showers and storms over a good part of Tennessee and Kentucky today. So from Nashville to Louisville, scattered showers and storms, and even in northern Georgia around Atlanta at the airport, we have some scattered showers pushing through the region this morning. This entire region, a very tropical air mass in place, and it seems as though we've been dealing with this particular air mass for the last couple of weeks. Remember, it started the 1st of July, actually. And then when the tropical storm Alberto came on shore, just a lot of tropical moisture with it, and we have not dried out from that so far. So we're talking about locally heavy rains over the southeast already the last couple of weeks, and any additional moisture will just make matters worse today. And unfortunately, that's in the forecast, more scattered showers and storms. We have warm temperatures here this morning too, in the 70s from Atlanta. Dallas, it's 81 degrees this hour and 74 in Nashville. Pleasant temperatures over the northern tier with highs today in the 70s around Chicago and Milwaukee and Minneapolis. It's going to be much warmer today in New York City and Boston than yesterday because we have a southerly wind flow developing, and we'll tell you more about that forecast next.
Now, your local forecast, accurate and dependable from the Weather Channel.
You just spray it on. You just spray it on. New Quicksilver Wheel Cleaner from Armor All.
Just spray it on, and then just spray it off.
That's it? That's it.
Quicksilver Wheel Cleaner.
Do you know which types of mutual funds are performing best right now? Get the answers when you subscribe to the Wall Street Journal. Call now and you'll also get a free guide to understanding money and investing. It focuses on the risks and the rewards of investments. Get your guide free when you subscribe to the Wall Street Journal. Get 10 weeks of the journal for just $36 and the guide free with your paid subscription. Call toll-free 800-340-2200. That's 800-340-2200.
Good morning. It's 36 minutes past the hour. Let's take a look at the national radar scene this morning, and it is actually very busy. We have thunder showers really scattered from around Sioux City and Omaha, right on down through Tulsa with big thunderstorms here. Flash flood warnings coming out of northern parts of Mississippi with this cluster of thunderstorms, and rain in Atlanta. But what else is new? So we'll take a couple of stops here. We have heavier showers now bearing down around Mineral Wells and back on through San Angelo and Abilene. As we take you closer into Dallas-Fort Worth, we don't need any more rain, but we have a line of thunderstorms now from Wise County right on down through Mineral Wells. So if you're trekking into the city on Interstate 20, it's going to slow you down a bit with those thunder showers. Meanwhile, on to the east we go. We have light showers around the Atlanta metro area. There's the heavier thunderstorms from Greenwood up through Tupelo. You'll get a red screen at home around that area with the warnings out, and just light rain right now from South Cobb all the way to Hartsfield. Vivian will have a look at a few additional radars next.
Now, your local forecast, accurate and dependable from the Weather Channel.
Good morning. Let's check the radar scan, and I tell you what, things are very active this morning. East of the Continental Divide, from the nation's midsection to the Mississippi River Valley, and even the southeast, we've already started to develop some thunderstorms over northern Mississippi. This disturbance will continue to lift off to the north, an increased chance of showers and storms. Cincinnati and Louisville, even Nashville. Northern Mississippi, we've had some locally heavy rains so far this morning. Just a little disturbance here in the upper levels of the atmosphere. Actually, it's the same one that brought the heavy rains over the Dallas Metroplex a couple of days ago. We're waking up to scattered showers just to the west of Dallas right now, and it looks like more storms will be pushing into the downtown area in the next couple of hours. Let's take a few stops for you and zoom in on some areas. This is Kansas and Oklahoma. You can see the line of storms, locally heavy rains, brief heavy downpours from Chanute, Kansas to Tulsa and down to Ardmore, Oklahoma. This is generally pushing off to the east at about 20 to 25 miles an hour. There is the threat for scattered showers today in places like St. Louis and even Little Rock, so prepare for that. A little farther south now, as we cross over the Red River Valley, we pick up more scattered showers and storms just east of Abilene, Texas. This is San Angelo and Mineral Wells. You can see just to the southwest of Mineral Wells, thunderstorms. Dallas-Fort Worth here. These storms are pushing off to the northeast. So, yeah, Dallas, you are under the gun for more scattered showers and storms later this morning. Here's Mississippi now, north of Greenwood and Greenville, around Tupelo and Clarksdale. Some locally heavy rains this morning. Be careful if you're getting an early start, as you will find ponding on the roadways and a few puddles you may encounter. So slow it down. You definitely want to go slower than the highway speeds here because conditions are treacherous. Again, this disturbance will be pushing off to the north, and that will be spreading some heavier rains in Tennessee as well as Kentucky. Lighter rains have been scattered across northeast Alabama this morning and northern Georgia, the downtown area, and just south of the city at the airport, we've had some brief heavy rain pushing off to the northeast. Georgia is one area that we could use anything but additional rain because we've had big flooding problems in the Peach State so far. As a matter of fact, it all started the beginning of July, and we've had over 12 inches of rain so far in the Atlanta area, and the average for the entire summer is just a little bit more than 12 inches. So we have surpassed our average for sure. And we're not even in the middle of summer yet, so we have much more to go. Scenes out of Bainbridge, Georgia here, and the Flint River expected to rise or crest tomorrow at some 20 feet above normal. So we're talking about big flooding problems in the Bainbridge area, which is right here in southwest Georgia. Flint River goes through Bainbridge up to Albany. a big tropical air mass over the southeast, and again today more scattered showers and storms in areas where we've already had big flooding problems. We'll have a complete look at your forecast.
Atlantic City, Philadelphia, Hartford, and Boston today. Heavy rains from Nashville to Atlanta to Meridian, where we have some flooding going on this morning with flash flood warnings out. Still in the 80s, below normal here where we have the clouds and rain. Look for heavy rains from Omaha down on through Concordia. Could see a few isolated rain showers skirting on across the Chicagoland area. Temperatures will be in the 70s by the lake, 60s up around Lake Superior. We have Tropical Storm Daniel in the Pacific. Will it hit the islands of Hawaii? We'll check.
The high cost of health care, everyone has a part in keeping it down. So we took what you like about Walmart and what you want in a pharmacy and put it right inside your Walmart store. The result?
Walmart's pharmacy department.
With professional service and the low price on every prescription.
So next time, bring it here.
Or ask your doctor to call.
Walmart's pharmacy department. Your full-service pharmacy right inside Walmart. Always low prices, always Walmart.
Sun, snow, rain, or fog. Know what to expect. Just 95 cents a minute. Dial 1-900-WEATHER and connect.
Why get only half the workout on an ordinary treadmill when you could get a total body workout? Introducing the incredible new WxCh from Nordic Track. WxCh's unique design lets you exercise your upper body and lower body at the same time. You get a fast, effective, total body workout that burns up to 1,000 calories per hour. Whether your goal is to lose weight, tone muscles, or relieve stress, you can do it all with the WxCh Total Body Treadmill from Nordic Track. WxCh gives you a 53% greater cardiovascular workout than on ordinary treadmills, and you can burn up to 79% more calories. And WxCh has no motor. It's safe and easy to use. Unlike motorized treadmills, you control the pace. There's no herky-jerky starts and stops. Call our toll-free number now and receive a free information-packed video and full-color brochure showing how you can get started on an enjoyable exercise program you'll stick with. Don't settle for half the workout when you can get a superior total body workout with Nordic Track's WxCh. Call today and get a 30-day in-home trial and 2-year limited warranty. After all, it's from Nordic Track.
You're watching the Weather Channel. Accurate and dependable forecasts you can always turn to. And when you're away from your television, the Weather Channel forecast is also available from the following.
Now, your local forecast, accurate and dependable from the Weather Channel.
My first decision was easy. No more ladders. No more scraping. No more painting the house ever again. I was getting siding. My second decision, which siding, was even easier. Once I did my homework, I decided only Sears could give me everything I wanted. Well, that meant top quality vinyl siding that will never dent, chip, rot, or show scratches. I wanted a fair price. I wanted the best kind of warranty. I wanted a flawless job done to my satisfaction. With Sears Siding, I feel I got everything I wanted.
If you want siding, call right now for this limited-time siding offer, and that means big savings on siding.
With Sears, my house is sitting pretty. And And so am I.
Call now for no payments and no interest until January 1995 on your purchase of Sears Premium Vinyl Siding. Call now, 1-800-682-2211.
This is a towel at JCPenney. This is the shower curtain that goes with the towel at JCPenney. This is the bedspread that complements the shower curtain that goes with the towel. That's all part of JCPenney's unique system that matches color to color and item to item. From our rich patterns by classic traditions to our bright ideas from by design. So with these exclusive JCPenney brands, you not only get a great value, you get something that matches the pillows that tie in with the soap dish, that accents the drapes, that work with the toothbrush holder, that coordinates with the bath mat that goes...
Now, at Pearl Vision, buy one complete pair of glasses and get a second pair free. Plus, a sunglass tint on either pair is also free. Only at Pearl Vision.
See your local Pearl Vision Center and Pearl Vision Express. Have you got your pearls on?
10 minutes before the hour, it's time, as always, to take you to the tropics at this time. We're looking at Tropical Storm Daniel, which is located at 14.4 north, 148.5 west, which is about 550 miles southeast of Hilo, Hawaii. Now, here's our tropical storm right here. It's very disorganized. Also, notice that our satellite is sort of tilted a little bit, so we're actually not looking directly down in it. We're almost looking at a side view of the tropical storm, but it has been weakening over the last 24 hours. Right now the winds are at 50 miles an hour and it's moving on to the west at about 15 miles per hour. Now most of the convection actually has, the center has outrun its convection, and it looks like it's going to weaken and pass to the south of the islands over the next 24 hours. We don't have any warnings or advisories or anything like that up for the islands as of now, but the trades will increase over the next 24 hours or so. I expect by this time tomorrow the trade winds will be up around 30 miles per hour or so. So that could cause some big surf, let's say some 6-foot waves on the southern shores of the Big Island. You can just see a glimpse of some of the higher clouds here coming in to the picture. As we expand and look at the entire Atlantic Ocean, well, the wind's becoming a little bit more favorable for development, although we really don't have anything in the way of tropical waves developing. We take you into the Gulf of Mexico. We've got a couple of highs over the Gulf and the Caribbean, few isolated, unorganized batches of convection right on down through Central America, heading off into the Pacific. But as of right now, there is no development expected in the next 24 to 36 hours across the Atlantic or the Pacific.
Look! Did you see the sign? Yeah, 4 extra value meals for $2.99. It's fake news. No, the other one! It says supersize free! It can't be free!
Now, to celebrate McDonald's 4 extra value meals for just $2.99 each, we'll supersize yours free with supersized fries plus a large Coke.
Okay! It's free! You said it's free! No, you said it's free!
Supersize free when you buy any McDonald's extra value meal through July 18th.
It's about 7 minutes before the hour now as we check on the week ahead, or the rest of the week into the weekend, and let you know what you can expect. We'll begin with afternoon highs today. Now, pretty warm with southerly winds bringing warm air all the way to New York and Boston today. We're forecasting 90s, mid-90s, so increasingly moist and warm across much of the Northeast and the big cities. Pleasant temperatures over the northern tier with 70s for highs over the Dakotas into Milwaukee and Wisconsin tomorrow. Notice how over the Northeast we bump those 90s down a bit because the front will push through, and we'll be back in the 80s tomorrow, New York, Philly, and Boston. Still very hot over the Southwest, 100 degrees. You know, that's quite common in Phoenix, up to Las Vegas, and the desert areas in Southern California. Los Angeles will be in the 80s today, but of course cooler in San Francisco. The heat continues over the Southwest, and we keep pleasant temperatures actually across the northern tier of the country, 70s and 80s through the weekend. We will watch that slow-moving front, scattered showers and storms tomorrow in the Mississippi Valley, and you see Friday does not move much. Saturday edging a little farther east, and then Sunday, all the big cities in the Northeast with scattered showers.
Stay tuned for a special offer brought to you by your local Michelin dealer.
Good morning. The southeast continues to light up with showers and thunder showers across northern parts of Mississippi. We have flood warnings coming out as we've seen 2 to 3 inches of rain coming with these rain showers. Light rains now over northern parts of the Atlanta metro area and thunder showers getting ready to race on through the Dallas area. That's why once again a flash flood watch has been issued for the Dallas metroplex. You saw over the last 2 days very, very heavy rains. Actually yesterday you got a break, but then the day before that you saw some tremendous amounts of rain. So Interstate 20, if you're heading on from the west side of town, will slow you down this morning as there are some thunder showers around the Fort Worth area. That's the only area with flash flood watches in effect today, although rainy travel is expected up through Pittsburgh and Buffalo. And a widespread area will see the chance of strong to severe thunderstorms from Grand Forks right on down through Concordia and Amarillo. Coming up, Mark Mancuso will show us some of those radars on the Dallas area next.
Broncos. Wednesday morning to you. It's about 3.5 minutes after the hour, and you are just in time. A complete look at your forecast today. Let's start with lunch, midday, and we have, well, basically a front. It looks fairly benign, the front itself, but we do have upper air disturbances that will develop in and around the frontal boundary, mainly over the plains, and we can find strong and even severe storms at times over Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, and northern Texas. Later this afternoon, you know we'll be here all day and we'll be watching radars and we'll show them to you. Of course, if any watches or warnings are warranted out of this area, we'll be the first to pass on to you. We're also watching another upper air disturbance that slides out of northeast Texas into the mid-Mississippi Valley, and locally heavy rains can be found today over Tennessee from Nashville up to Louisville, Kentucky, and even around Cincinnati here as that low pressure develops along the front. It will start off as an upper air disturbance, and then we'll start to see some low-level circulation with it, and we'll put it on the front. So very active today in the nation's midsection, the southeast, the mid and lower Mississippi valleys. The west coast looking good. Another sunny day in Seattle, even down to San Francisco with temperatures forecast today in the 60s, so still fairly cool around the Bay region. Head inland though of the Sacramento and San Joaquin valleys, and that's when it will really start to heat up. Another hot day in Phoenix, triple digits. Yeah, that's what you've seen over the last couple of days. Expect the same today, much of the same around Las Vegas. We're waking up to scattered showers and thunderstorms this morning across the Midwest, and again they will become even more evident later today. So Minneapolis and St. Louis and even around Chicago, scattered showers are in the forecast, with afternoon highs in the 70s to the north, 80s and 90s across the south. We've been watching a few clouds building in central New York, mainly with a frontal boundary. It'll continue to slide off to the south, but out ahead of it, southerly winds will really warm things up. Mid-90s for afternoon highs today. Boston, New York, Philadelphia. So much warmer today than yesterday. Prepare for the heat. Scattered showers and storms, that's what we're waking up to this morning over the deep south. A big area here in northern Mississippi around Leflore County and Greenwood, Mississippi. Some pretty heavy storms and locally heavy rains before all said and done, with highs in the 80s.
I'm here in this auto graveyard to demonstrate New Finish, the once-a-year car polish. Simply wipe it on and wipe it off. There's no rubbing, no buffing. Look how New Finish restored a deep, hard shine to even this weather-beaten old car. You see, New Finish is not a wax. It's a space-age polymer formula that shines better and lasts longer. And here's proof. An independent laboratory tested New Finish against several leading brands of car polish. After simulating a full year of varying weather, New Finish had the highest gloss and actually retained 90% of its original shine. Next, we polished this car with New Finish and ran it through 52 car washes. After all the harsh detergents and scrubbing, the water still beads. You'll find New Finish is great for fiberglass boats, too. So get New Finish, the once-a-year car polish. And between polishings, use New Finish Car Wash to clean your car.
New Finish Liquid, rated #1 by leading consumer magazines. Available at Pep Boys, Auto Express, Rite Aid, True Value, Ace, Western Auto, Eckerd, Walgreens, Kmart, and other leading stores.
Good morning. It's time to look at the weekend. Before we do that, I wanted to show you a couple of radar pictures here out of the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I wanted to correct myself. I was telling you there was a flash flood warning for Dallas County. That is Dallas County, Arkansas, not Dallas County, Texas. So, yes, we are going to see some heavy rains, but you have a flash flood watch in effect not a warning for Dallas County, Texas. As we take you on into the Dallas County, Arkansas area, which is in the central part of the state, right here, that is where some heavy rains are occurring, upwards of 3 inches of rain and heavy rains as well across Mississippi. Take you back to the maps now, checking out the weekend. I just wanted to explain what I was talking about so you didn't go away puzzled. As we look at our Thursday forecast, a front will sing on southward through the big cities, and we're going to be back into the 80s around New York with some rain, and then back around 90 degrees Philadelphia by Friday. Look at all the 90s up around Spokane and around Boise, Idaho. We could see some very warm air on Saturday, whereas we stay in the 70s around Milwaukee and Green Bay for Sunday. All right, scattered thunder showers. Our front will go like this throughout most of the weekend, so you're going to have an on-again, off-again days throughout the weekend around New York City. You'll be in the rain, though, for Saturday and Sunday, so you may have to plan a trip to the mall and watching some movies. We'll take you to Europe next.
Now, your local forecast, accurate and dependable from the Weather Channel.
It is time now for international weather. We'll see what's going on in Europe. Current temperatures, well, shaping up like this. We're in mid-afternoon in Europe. It's 86 degrees in Berlin, 88 in Frankfurt, 82 in Barcelona, Madrid, about 90 degrees. It's 84 in Paris. And yesterday in Paris, we had an afternoon high of 93 degrees. It was warm over the northern parts of France. Look at London, got up to 91. Only 66, though, in Shannon, Ireland. We had some cooler air with winds coming off of the Atlantic. Afternoon highs tomorrow we'll find in the 70s here, and a little bit cooler in Paris with low 80s tomorrow, but still a big bold area of 90s over much of Poland, points east into Russia. We do have clouds developing here. That's basically with the front that will separate the cooler air behind it from the widespread sunshine and heat that we'll find over much of Poland, and that's why temperatures will be in the 90s. A few scattered showers along that system too over central France or central Germany, and then from Poland points east we'll find that high pressure and afternoon highs in the 90s. Partly cloudy in Athens, upper 80s. Partly cloudy in London, upper 70s. So cooler in London than we saw yesterday. Partly cloudy in Rome, near 90 degrees. Sunny in Madrid, upper 90s there. That's in central Spain. It's going to remain hot in Spain. Sunny in Stockholm, Sweden. Okay, let's check on the forecast or the radar scene over the lower 48. And things are very, very active this morning, mainly over northeast Oklahoma. You can see this cluster of storms that's been sitting here. And over northern Mississippi around Grenada County and LaFleur County near Highway 8. Oh, we've had some big problems. Rain has been falling at the rate of an inch an hour. So we've had locally heavy rains and some localized flooding across the northern parts of the Magnolia State this morning. We'll let you know where all these storms are going with our forecast coming up next.
Sooner or later, chances are you'll find yourself looking for a home out of town. Maybe it's moving your career along in a new city, or retreating on vacation, or settling in just the right place for your active retirement. Whatever the reason, Better Homes and Gardens can help you find that out-of-town property you're looking for. Just call us toll-free, and we'll send you our Homes Away from Home National Guidebook, absolutely free. Inside, you'll find full-color photos and helpful information on homes for sale across the U.S., Canada, and Puerto Rico, so you can compare properties and prices on a wide range of places that you might not have even known about. Call us at 1-800-305-FREE. Vacationing, retiring, or investing across town or around the country, we'll send you this valuable guidebook without cost or obligation. Compliments of the one real estate company that'll be there wherever your travels take you. Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate Service. Call us 1-800-305-FREE.
Good morning. If you're heading out on the boat this morning around Dauphin Island, Alabama, down on through the Mississippi Sound, well, we have special marine warnings out for the coastal waters of Alabama this morning as some strong thunderstorms are now moving onshore around this area. So we've had reports of water spouts as well. So my advice would probably be to hold off here, folks, if you have a fishing trip planned, because with the water spouts, you don't want to be on the waters here. We also have some strong thunderstorms as well around the New Orleans area. These are all moving northeast. We'll take a peek at a few more radars coming up shortly. First, we want to check out the forecast for today.
Connection.
She said, stay with me by the ocean side. Stay with me on the Chesapeake Bay. Let's find the Blue Ridge mountain top. Together, let's steal away.
Virginia Beach is free and easy. Getting our vacation guide is much the same.
If you're about to travel, watch the 5-Day Business Planner here on the Weather Channel at 20 minutes after every hour. You get a comprehensive national report that covers the forecast over the next 5 days. Watch the 5-Day Business Planner coming up soon on the Weather Channel. Now, your local forecast, accurate and dependable from the Weather Channel.
I heard that half the kids in America weren't immunized. This MetLife brochure says many dangerous childhood diseases can be prevented. Most children should start being immunized when they're only a few weeks old. I told you, you've already had your shots. Besides, dogs can't get mumps. For more facts on childhood immunization, call for your free MetLife booklet.
Well, if you have travel plans today, let's check on the airports for you. No problems. If you're flying out of Chicago, we have no official delays been reported. St. Louis, Minneapolis, Pittsburgh, all looking good this morning. Delays in Dallas. We have some storms in the vicinity just to the west of the downtown area. Denver looking good, San Francisco and L.A. And about a 30-minute delay if you're flying out of Hartsfield International in Atlanta. We do have scattered showers over the southeast, anywhere from, the Red River Valley near Texas in the Dallas region, and we had a batch of a little bit of light rain that skirted across Georgia and the Atlanta area just a couple of hours ago. But we do have heavier storms in eastern Oklahoma and northern Mississippi. Rain has been falling here at the rate of an inch an hour. We've had some pretty big storms around the Tupelo area, and notice how that pushes off to the northeast. So over the southeast today, there's a good chance for scattered showers just about everywhere, and storms, they will be perhaps severe in some parts of the plains today. You know, we'll keep you posted.
There are no fax machines here, no meetings, and definitely no suits. Hi, I'm Susan Anton. Come sail away with me on an exciting adventure. We'll let the sea, the wind, and the world's best sailors chart a course for adventure. And we'll drop anchor in some of the most fascinating places on Earth.
Sail away with Susan Anton. Weekends at noon Eastern, only on the Travel Channel. If you don't have the Travel Channel, call your cable operator today.
Now, your local forecast, accurate and dependable from the Weather Channel. Watch the local forecast on the Weather Channel. Bringing you the most accurate and dependable local forecast is our job. So whenever you want it, we've got it. This is the Weather Channel. Weather you can always turn to for accurate, dependable weather forecasts 24 hours a day.
Good morning. It's half past the hour. It's time for the Good Morning Forecast, which is sponsored by McDonald's, official restaurant of World Cup USA 94. Excuse me. We're having some problems this morning around the Dallas area. We've seen some torrential rains over the last couple of days. And the flash flood watch continues for the northeastern corner of the Texas area. We also have wind advisories in effect for coastal Texas, so you're getting hit on both sides today. You're going to see some scattered thunderstorms from Dallas all the way to the East Coast. I'll tell you, we just have painted a big old orange picture here for you because there is scattered thunder showers. In fact, we could see some severe stuff from Amarillo right on through Omaha and right on up to Fargo for this afternoon. The reason being here is that we've had a frontal system that sort of has been dying across the southeast, and now all that tropical air that we've had entrenched over Georgia, we're going to share that with those of you in the Ohio Valley and back through the Mid-Atlantic. How about that? It's going to become more tropical this morning and this afternoon from New York City through Boston and Providence. You'll have a tropical day today. The front will push onto your south by late afternoon, and then we're going to see kind of a showery weekend for those of you in the northeast from around Philadelphia on northward. This low will ride along the front, bring some ripples and some thunderstorms. The west is the best. Seattle yesterday topped out in the mid-80s. Same story around Portland. Today slightly cooler, maybe more close to 80 degrees around Seattle, but still mid-80s around Portland for this afternoon. Lots of sunshine. Still very cool right along the extreme coastal areas in northern California around Arcata and Crescent City, staying in the 50s, whereas you head just inland around Ukiah, you're well into the 90s and sometimes 100s, so very hot in the inland areas. Scrape a thunder shower by Chicago later on today. You saw some power outages north of the city as the thunderstorms rolled on through yesterday. It looks like most of the activity will be to your south because the frontal system is going to be the south. 70s around Chicago. On through Detroit, we'll have some 60s up around Duluth. Here we go. Mostly sunny from Portland on through New York. You will see increasing clouds later on today, though. The rain will stay to the west of the big cities around Albany and Pittsburgh, and it's going to be hot. Temperatures in the 90s. Rain. Miami, Atlanta, New Orleans, Little Rock, Dallas. The same old areas getting the rain, and under that, the cooler readings.
Look! They just...
Connection.
Hey, Mom, I just got here. No, Super 8 isn't mad I'm late. I've got their VIP card. They'll hold my room and give me a 10% discount. What are you going to do for me?
With a VIP card, guarantee your room and save 10% at all Super 8s nationwide.
For reservations, call 1-800-800-8000.
Now, your local forecast, accurate and dependable from the Weather Channel.
Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us on the Weather Channel. We're forecasting sunny skies today with an afternoon high of about 95 degrees in Boston. So much warmer today in the big cities of the Northeast than yesterday. Here's a look at the forecast for Boston and about 17 other big cities nationwide.
This month, we're creating the ultimate.
For July only, Red Lobster's putting together lobster, crab, and shrimp. The ultimate feast.
Wait till they taste this.
Your chance to indulge in luscious lobster, together with sizzling shrimp scampi, our largest butterfly shrimp, and a half-pound of sweet Alaskan snow crab. All your favorites on one plate. It's the ultimate feast.
But only during July at Red Lobster.
Do you know which types of mutual funds are performing best right now? Get the answers when you subscribe to the Wall Street Journal. Call now and you'll also get a free guide to understanding money and investing. It focuses on the risks and the rewards of investments. Get your guide free when you subscribe to the Wall Street Journal. Get 10 weeks of the journal for just $36 and the guide free with your paid subscription. Call toll-free 800-340-2200. That's 800-340-2200.
This is Horseshoe Bay, Bermuda. People have been coming here for 500 years and always leaving something. They forget. Once in a while, someone will return a full wallet, but it's rare. Nice wallet, too.
American Express traveler's checks. Don't leave home without them.
You can pick up your American Express traveler's checks for two at participating AAA locations.
35 minutes past the hour. Good morning. Let's take a look at the national radar scene, which is oh so busy this morning. We have rain showers from Dubuque, Iowa for the umpteenth day in a row. Right on down through Tulsa, we have hefty rains pushing on through Arkansas, back on through Dallas and northern parts of Mississippi. Around, the Macomb area, Meridian, and on up to Greenwood, we have rain showers for you. Let's take a couple of stops. First stop takes us off into central Texas, where we have heavy rains across the Abilene area, down on through San Angelo. Some of the highways here have been flooding because of the heavy rains, and in the Dallas Metroplex itself, we don't need any more rain, but you are under a flash flood watch. So heavy rains right now around Wise and Denton counties and down on through Fort Worth. So it's going to be a rough go all day long throughout the Dallas area. To the east we go. We have some special marine warnings around Dauphin Island, Alabama this morning. Heavy rains continue to move on northward. Well, we have a lot of rainy weather out there. Vivian's going to take a look at a few more radars in a minute.
Now, your local...
Like the roar of 1,000 freight trains, tornadoes are nature's most violent storm. Now, for the first time, you can experience 46 incredible twisters in one heart-stopping home video. Tornadoes, the entity. This incredible one-hour video brings you rare and terrifying footage recorded live through the shaky viewfinders of awestruck amateurs. You'll live through a full 9 minutes of the infamous 1991 Andover, Kansas killer tornado as it passes within 100 yards of the camera. Plus, exclusive stop-action editing reveals funnel center lightning as you've never seen before. At just $29.95 plus shipping, Tornadoes the Entity is one video cassette you can't afford to miss. Here's how to order.
Use your credit card and call 1-800-733-3300 for Tornadoes the Entity, only $29.95 plus shipping. Don't miss this special TV offer to own 46 of the most dramatic tornado videos ever recorded. Call 1-800-733-3300. Order now.
You're watching the Weather Channel. Accurate and dependable forecasts you can always turn to. And when you're away from your television, the Weather Channel forecast is also available from the following.
Now, your local forecast, accurate and dependable from the Weather Channel.
200.
One moment our kids are in their room across the hall. Next moment they're across the country. Is it lonely for them? Exciting? As parents, we want them to call home as easily as they used to call us from the backyard.
AT&T announces True Ties. It's an affordable personal 800 number for your home, so loved ones can call you freely and you pay for the call. A True Ties 800 number costs just $4.50 a month plus usage. Call now and you'll get 20% off all your 800 calls. Sign up today. Call 1-800-ATT-TIES extension 3.
Giving our kids our 800 number says, you're far away, but hey, we're still within earshot.
Sign up for your True Ties personal 800 number today. Call 1-800-ATT-TIES. Call now and you'll get 20% off all your 800 calls. With True Ties, your kids are free to call you anytime.
The real you coming through your true voice. Done.
If you're cleaning mildew stains every time you turn around, you need this revolutionary Vanish Mildew Stain Remover with a unique dual-action formula that not only cleans on contact, it resists mildew stains longer, up to 3 weeks longer, so you don't clean as often. New Vanish Mildew Stain Remover keeps mildew stains away longer from SC Johnson Wax.
It is 10 minutes before the hour, and you know it's time to check on the tropics. Let's see what's going on out in the Pacific. Of course, we are still looking at Tropical Storm Daniel. The center is very ill-defined. You really can't find the center. It's been weakening so rapidly as it moves off to the west at 15 miles an hour. It's about 550 miles southeast of the big island of Hawaii, Hilo, right here. Winds of about 50 miles an hour, and Daniel continues to weaken as it moves off to the west. However, we do see some clouds and the winds coming in from the west and the eastern slopes and the southern slopes. Perhaps we can find some higher swells than normal, and the surf may be a little higher, but for the most part, Daniel is not a threat to the Hawaiian Islands. Of course, we'll continue to watch it until it just totally fizzles out across this region. But again, there is nothing to worry about if you're planning on going to the Hawaiian chain. Okay, in the Gulf of Mexico and the Western Caribbean, things are quiet here. We don't have anything to talk about. No low-level circulation been defined anywhere. The Gulf here, of course, the Western Caribbean, the northern coast of Africa, and we just don't have anything to talk about. And we're happy to share with you some good news across the tropics. As we work deeper and deeper into tropical season, of course, we will extend our view out into the Atlantic to see if anything comes off the African coast. We've had a few impressive waves, but it is too early, climatologically speaking, for any systems to develop.
Now, your local forecast, accurate and dependable from the Weather Channel.
With its numerous amenities and refinements, you might expect the new Nissan 240SX luxury coupe to be beyond your reach. But in fact, it's quite accessible. The all-new 240SX, the affordable luxury coupe. Now you can lease the new 240SX for as little as $229 a month and $1,500 down.
Good morning. It's time to check on your weekend, and this Weekend Outlook is sponsored by Nissan. It's time to expect more from a car. I'll tell you, folks, it's going to be a hot one today in the big cities. Check it out. Temperatures are going to be in the 90s all the way up to Boston. Boston, your record today is 97 degrees, set way back in the late 1800s. So if you make it there, you're breaking an old record. In fact, we expect at least mid-90s in Boston today. We expect low to mid-90s in New York City. And Philadelphia, you'll be in the low to mid-90s as well, but cooler heading back through Detroit into the 80s. Detroit, you'll be in the 80s on Thursday. Notice, though, we drop back into the 80s around New York City and Boston as a front slides on through your area. Cool around Minneapolis, St. Paul, temperatures in the 70s. And it is going to be, in fact, a very cool weekend across parts of Minnesota on through Chicago. You'll warm back into the 80s. So we see a return of warmer air back through Minneapolis by Sunday. All right. Scattered showers, Chicago, Detroit, and Cincinnati. These showers are heading on toward Philadelphia and Atlantic City by Friday, and by Saturday, some thunder showers, Boston, Philly, and New York City. And unfortunately, it's going to be a wet week all week long in the southeast and in the northeast. Well, if you have some plans this morning, if you're heading out to the airports or on the roadways, Vivian has a look at the forecast next.
Stay tuned for a special offer brought to you by your local Michelin dealer.
And we're waking up to scattered showers and storms this morning over the southeast. We want you to be careful. Interstate 40 will give you problems right across central Oklahoma, Arkansas, even northern Mississippi. Now, north of Highway 8, we've had locally heavy rains and flooding problems in the area, so be very careful here. And storms developing over the central Gulf. This is our Michelin travel trouble spot. Any of the highways and byways over the deep southeast, please prepare. Allow a little extra driving time because you will definitely have to go slower than the highway speeds. You want to reach your destination safely and on time, so allow a little extra time. Scattered showers and storms are possible right here, may even reach severe limits throughout the afternoon. We have several disturbances in the upper levels of the atmosphere, and as they run into that mid-level moisture, those thunderstorms may even produce some hail at times, so we'll certainly keep you posted. Stay with us. A closer look at radar next.
Airbags, seat belts, and anti-lock brakes.
More plaque loosening power. Another advance in the fight against plaque.
The Sunday makers at the top of the class always use Ready Whip toppings. Make the most of your Sundays with the rich taste of Ready Whip.
Look for your Ready Whip coupon in this Sunday's newspaper.
A reminder from Mary Rice. You should brush your teeth at least once a day. And also eat to God.
Good morning. It's 13 minutes past the hour. Hey, let's check out Alaska and Hawaii. First stop will take us into Alaska, where we have an area of low pressure. You can see the twirl on the clouds here rotating in the Gulf of Alaska. Some heavier rains along the coastal areas, but warm, I'll tell you. In Fairbanks, we've had yesterday 87 degrees. That is warmer than it is here in Atlanta for the last week or so. Certainly some very nice weather, although rain showers, as this rotates in a bit, we'll see more in the way of rain showers across central parts of Alaska. We have Tropical Storm Daniel to deal with here. It continues to diminish in intensity. It will pass to the south of the Hawaiian Islands, and the trade winds will increase over the next 24 hours. We'll see winds gusting about 30 miles an hour or so, especially along the south coast of the Big Island. Back to the maps then as we check out the current situation. There's the low we saw twirling about the Gulf of Alaska. Big, sprawling area of high pressure. The winds will start to increase by this time tomorrow. We should be talking about some pretty breezy conditions. Northeast at 13 in Molokai, where we have 75 degrees. And we'll have more in the way of rain today across interior parts of Alaska. At 62, Fairbanks 54 right now in Anchorage.
Watch the 5-Day Business Planner coming up soon on the Weather Channel. Now, your local forecast, accurate and dependable from the Weather.
Next.
When's the last time you had a bowl of Wheaties?
It's been a while.
I've never had Wheaties before. These are delicious.
I can taste the wheat. I like it. Let me have another bite. It's got more zip than cornflakes. Cornflakes doesn't have the body. Doesn't do it compared to Wheaties. Wheaties has a little bit more oomph. Why eat cornflakes when you can have Wheaties?
Discover the toasted whole wheat taste of Wheaties.
I think I'll go buy a box.
Hey, Wheaties just lowered prices on popular size boxes. Bring some home today.
What makes the Sharp View Cam so unique?
It's the stuff that dreams are made of.
It's the camcorder that's always moving. It's being part of the action. It's the view screen that lets you enjoy it all.
It's your heart and soul's desire.
It's a shot you can't get with just any camcorder. It's the way to play the moment back instantly with all the color and sound. The Sharp View Cam is the new movement in camcorders.
19 minutes past the hour. Good morning. Here's the national radar scene. It's busy in Arkansas this morning. I'll tell you what, Pine Bluff up through Fayetteville, down through Dallas. We've had some hefty rains in store for you here. We've had reports of waterspouts near the Dolphin Island area, just south of Alabama, and the big rains continue around Greenwood, Mississippi, where we've had reports of upwards of 3 inches of rain. Now, the only flood watch that is in effect this morning and this afternoon is for south or northeastern parts of Texas. Around the Dallas area, we've had so much rain over the last couple of days that is where we run into problems. The threat for severe weather, well, I'll tell you what, watch out as a piece of energy comes out to the mountains today around Denver, on through Goodland, Concordia, and Scotts Bluff for this afternoon. And this is a brand new addition to our map this morning. We have a front that's going to push on southward through New York City and Boston and Philadelphia. There's a lot of moisture around here. What we think is as the front pushes on through, we are going to see more in the way of severe weather, a good possibility this afternoon. Meanwhile, wind advisories up for the coastal bend of Texas. Vivian takes us through the next 5 days. Next.
When it comes to paint, we're making a name for ourselves because we make our own and guarantee its quality. That's Ace, the name to know for paint.
No two people are exactly alike.
Hi.
While Bob likes the high gloss shine of original Armor All Protectant, Fred prefers new low gloss Armor All with the rich, deep finish.
I gotta be me.
Either way, it's your choice. Only from Armor All.
Now, your local forecast, accurate and dependable from the Weather Channel.
Just because your house gets dusty fast doesn't mean your blinds have to. Now Levelor blinds with Dust Guard resist 50% of the dust, and 1/2 the dust means 1/2 the dusting. Dust Guard by Levelor cuts dust by 50%. After all, don't you have enough dusting to do already?
I don't mind if I get wet.
Every morning, rain or shine, Ben Crawford shoots hoops. It makes him feel better.
I try not to hit the garage door. Hit bugs and neighbors.
Eating a Chiquita banana every morning with some coaching from Mom also makes him feel better. Its vitamin C and potassium help him give the day his best shot.
Maybe one day they'll name a sneaker after me.
Chiquita bananas, quite possibly the world's perfect food.
If you want professional mowing results like this in half the time, discover the all-new Troy-Bilt Wide Cut Mower. The Troy-Bilt Wide Cut is 50% wider and twice as fast as ordinary mowers. With a big 33-inch cutting width, a powerful 8-horsepower engine, and super easy automotive-style differential steering, you'll mow faster, trim closer, and maneuver more easily than ever before. In fact, you'll get all the benefits of a professional mower for hundreds of dollars less. Plus, the Troy-Bilt Wide Cut is a state-of-the-art mulching mower, too. This twin-blade deck cuts and recuts clippings until they practically disappear. No more bagging or raking ever again. You can even mulch fall leaves. So if you want the fastest, cleanest, most professional cut you've ever seen, call for your free Troy-Bilt Wide Cut Mower catalog today.
For complete details on the all-new Troy-Bilt Wide Cut Mower, including exciting news on our Troy-Bilt 7-year warranty, call toll-free 1-800-776-4300. That's 1-800-776-4300. Call today.
20 minutes before the hour, good morning on a Wednesday morning nearing noontime now across the eastern seaboard, just in time for lunch. Let's take a look. We have a threat of strong to severe thunderstorms this afternoon across the
Now, your local forecast, accurate and dependable from the Weather Channel.
Now uncover visibly younger-looking skin. Now help reduce the look of fine lines and wrinkles. Guaranteed or your money back. With Oil of Olay Hydroxy Renewal Cream. Exfoliating older surface skin. Hydrating with Olay moisture. Improving the look of skin significantly so fine lines and wrinkles appear reduced. Oil of Olay Hydroxy Renewal Cream. Guaranteed visible results or your money back.
Stop mildew damage. Stop mildew damage. Use Damprit, America's #1 moisture absorber. Mildew and musty odors are caused by too much moisture in the air. Damprit absorbs this moisture, so mildew cannot grow, and Damprit works. To remove existing mildew, use our Instant Mildew Stain Remover. Its low-odor, non-scrubbing formula is unsurpassed in both quality and price, and is also available in pine and citrus scents. Our family of quality Damprit products are available in fine stores everywhere.
Look for Damprit at these stores in your area.
We'll begin with the latest information on Tropical Storm Daniel, and as we show you the particulars here, it is centered now at 14.9, 149.1, and that is 515 miles southeast of Hilo, Hawaii, which is right there. It is having a very difficult time to hold together as a tropical storm. You'll notice the top winds are now down to 45 miles per hour. We think it is going to diminish more than that as it goes to the west. The center of circulation is going to go, we believe, well south of the island of Hilo and well south of the entire chain in Hawaii. Now today you might notice you have better weather there than you might normally expect. We have what we call subsiding air ahead of this storm as it moves in. So today should be basically a fair weather day, but you will begin to see the situation deteriorate tomorrow as we begin to see showers move into the area. Now the center of circulation is right down here, and most of the showers and thunderstorms are off to the north and northeast of that, and that's indicative of a very weak system. And the forecast is for this to weaken even more as it moves on to the west. So beginning tomorrow, you are going to see a few more showers. The surf is actually going to start to diminish pretty soon as this gets south of the island because this system is beginning to weaken. So tomorrow you won't see as high surf on the southeast-facing beaches as you see today. Looking at a closer picture, again, we emphasize that as this system approaches Hawaii today, that you're going to have fair weather, less showers around than normal. And again, tomorrow you will see more showers. That's about it. We don't expect to see any very serious effects of this storm in the Hawaiian Islands. Taking a look at the big picture here in the Atlantic, we really have nothing to be concerned about at all. We'll focus in on the Gulf of Mexico, where we have the same array of heavy showers. Southeast has been saturated under a very warm, humid, unstable air mass, and that does extend out into the Gulf of Mexico south of the mouth of the Mississippi River. We have a disorganized low out here near Bermuda, but certainly nothing is getting organized there. We think nothing is about to get organized. In the islands, then, looking at the Lesser Antilles, Barbados is right here. There's Guadeloupe, the Virgin Islands, and Puerto Rico, and so on. It doesn't look as if we're going to see any change in the drought conditions there. This moisture is not going to be that far north that we see moving in. More showers down south around Trinidad and Tobago, perhaps up as far as St. Lucia, but that's about it. And we have a tropical wave out here in the Atlantic, not far off the coast of Africa, which has a very well-defined wave for sure, but what it does not have is any showers or thunderstorms near the center, so we're not expecting to see any development there. That's the tropics for this time. Now back to the U.S. Good afternoon forecast with Jodi Saeland.
Thanks, John. As we look at our dew points this